Alright, what is up everyone? It's your boy Rarice coming at you live with another daily video. I know I did not post early today. Usually I go for about 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But this morning I broke my daily routine to where I was behind. I woke up late. I had a couple of client meetings that dragged on for longer than they should have. And then I had a few things going on with my e-commerce business that I had to attend to, so I did not get a chance to post at around 12. So regardless, you guys, the accountability is still in check, and I'm here to bring you guys another daily video. So, as for the topic of the video, what's been on my mind lately is reflection. Reflection of this past month of trying to be higher status, of the new routines that I put into my life, and the new habits that I see forming. And I'm able to reflect now and look back at, the mistakes that I was making before, and, hopefully I can share some insight with you guys on how to bypass those and, really break that learning curve. There are going to be a lot of videos of this where I'm recapping of my 3-year-long entrepreneurship journey and how up until this last month, nothing has really mattered. But today we're going to talk about one topic that I think is one of the most beneficial if you can really master this. This is wanting and wishing versus actually doing and applying action. Sounds ridiculously simple, I know that, and you're probably like, I know, sitting around wishing for something is not going to bring something. You have to take the applied action, but it's actually a lot more than that. It's a lot of mindset. It's a lot of being in the right frame of mind to be able to receive the energy that the universe brings to you. I'm not trying to sound like some crazy guru or anything like that. I'm just talking about the simple law of attraction, how you basically have to take opportunity, call it forth, and then allow it to enter your lives. And that's the hardest part. Everyone can call it forth saying, I want this, oh I want that, I want this great opportunity in my life, but you have to put yourself in the right situation in order to attract that into your life. And that's why we never progress. The average human being never progresses. We get to a certain level of life where we have pretty decent career, let's say we have a nice family, everything is great, and then we stop wishing, we stop pushing ourselves because we just feel comfortable. And comfort and idle hands is the devil's best weapon because we're not productive. When we're productive, our mind is focused, it's happy, and it leaves no room for procrastination, no room for distraction, and we live abundant. We're getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's just get back to the simple tactics of wishing for something and actually doing it and making it happen in your life. My last video, I really talked about procrastination and the aspects of social media, but now we're going to talk about the fundamentals behind entrepreneurship and how you can actually form yourself into your higher self in a very fast amount of time and become much more efficient. It's not a sprint. Everything is a marathon, and everything is about pacing yourself so that within the next mile, you're able to still have that sustainable amount of energy and you can keep going all the way to the finish instead of exerting yourself and then stopping essentially and saying, well, I'm too tired, or I don't have the motivation for this, or maybe this isn't for me. So that leads to want. What do you want to do? There is no blueprint to life. Your soul is on an indefinite journey and there's no directions. There's no GPS to tell you exactly where to go. Your parents may try to influence you, friends may try to influence you, but deep down, you know exactly what your dreams and desires are, whether that's, being the best actor, maybe that's being singer, rapper, maybe you want to be the best business person in your field, maybe you want to be the best dentist, whatever it is you want to be, identify that and really grasp that aspect. And that comes with spending a lot of time by yourself. You have to come up with a clear vision and a clear goal inside your mind. Yes, we all aspire to be something great, but 90% of people never actually live up to that, and they die knowing, yes, you may have an amazing family, yes, you may have had, great health leading up to there, you're very grateful for that, but you didn't live abundantly, and you have that thought in the back of your head knowing that you didn't live to your fullest potential and that you could have been more high performance all throughout your life. I wish I had taken that opportunity in my 20s. I wish I would have, chased after that career when it presented itself. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just basically want to voice my beliefs, my philosophy, everything that I've accumulated over these past 3 years. I want to pass on to you guys so that in hopes that you guys don't live a life that feels so unfulfilled, because I went through years of that, of the same runaround, feeling like you're not adding up, but knowing deep down that you have greatness inside of you and not really knowing how to chase after it and how to obtain it. So I just basically want to break the barrier between your goals and reality. Some of the stuff I say may sound cliche, some of it may sound, far too simple where it's like think and do. It doesn't make sense at first, but I'm serious, and my philosophy that I'm teaching, I hope that you guys can really grasp onto that because it is very beneficial in life. So let's get a little personal here. Let me give you guys some examples of wanting and doing in my aspect of what I've experienced these past few months. As you guys know, I started entrepreneurship when I was about 16 going into being 17. I was a senior in high school. Something about the 6-figure mark really just, it had me going. I was hooked hooked on that idea of making $100,000 and being such a young person making that, and that was my goal. My goal was to make $100,000. I wasn't sure how I wanted to do it. I eventually got into e-commerce, and then from e-commerce I got into forex trading, but from there I never really took a passion towards anything. I was just fixated on that monetary amount without rendering any type of service or value, or actually equipping myself with the skills and the endeavors that I was in to actually succeed in what I wanted. Then I'd ask myself, and this ties back to my procrastination video, so I'm actually going to drop a link inside of there. Click on it and watch it afterwards. But like I was saying, this ties into the procrastination aspect, because I was looking at it and I was telling myself, I was wishing for it. I was telling myself, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And once I get that $100,000, you know, I'm going to buy a car, and then I'm going to buy real estate. I was going to do all of these crazy things, and I would spend all day formulating these amazing fantasies inside my mind of what I was going to do when I actually achieved the goal, instead of actually focusing on the simplest part, which is achieving the goal. I'm not afraid to voice my failures on here. I'm not afraid to voice my misfortunes and how I was lower status up until coming into this month. I'm not embarrassed by anything. I want to throw my whole self out there to you guys so that you guys can reap the benefits of what I had to go through, so that way you guys can skip that and live your high performance life. Yeah, I basically wasted a few years there wishing for everything, you know, going into different endeavors, not actually worrying about the business model itself, but worrying about, so how much can we make a month? You know, I saw an ad online and I think we can make this much per month, but it's not, the how didn't even register in my mind. It wasn't even on the playing field. I wasn't worried about the how. I was just worried about the, when we get there, you know, how much are we actually gonna have? It's a curse. It's bad, because then you spend years and years and years knowing that you're meant for success and that you're a successful person, and how you can't associate with other people. You have this great philosophy behind you, but yet you can't grasp the goal that you have set out for yourself. And that's one of the hardest things. And then when reality hits in and you can really sit there and spend some alone time, you're like, damn, you know, it's been years and I haven't even been able to achieve this. Like, maybe this isn't for me, is some of the thoughts you may get. Other thoughts may be, what am I doing wrong? You know, what's going on? I'm gonna blame everyone else. I'm gonna blame my bad business partners, everything. And it's still deriving you from the source, which is, what daily steps are you taking towards your goal? I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to share a little philosophy while giving you guys some resolution to what you may be going through, which is, you guys have a goal and you're not obtaining it. That's basically the whole ploy that I've tried to build up until this point. The solution, you don't need to think in the long. When you think in the long, let's say you have big dreams like myself. My personal goal is to achieve massive wealth. I want to be like the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, all of those great men in history. I want to learn from them and then apply that into my own business and my own philosophy towards life. You set a goal for yourself and it's something huge. Let's say you want to, you know, get a role in a movie and then be critically acclaimed and get an Oscar or something. Let's say that's your goal. What are you gonna do tomorrow in order to achieve that? Because you think of it so far ahead, you're like, oh, this is gonna take years of acting classes, it's gonna take this, that, and that. And then what if you're like, okay, tomorrow, I'm gonna start practicing monologues, and then I'm gonna record myself and upload that to YouTube. I'm gonna do that every day for 2 months while also trying to get into acting school. That just made it 10 times easier. That's basically, you're looking across a cliff and you see that's where you wanna go, but you don't know how the hell you're gonna get there. Start by building the bridge, and you're not going to immediately build the bridge. You're going to go piece by piece. You're going to make the steps in between the bridge. You're going to get the rope ready. You're going to get everything, all your tools, all the essentials ready, so that way when the opportunity does present itself for you to start building and start actually making that bridge, you have all the tools necessary, and you've already done the steps needed in order to achieve that goal and allow it to enter your life. Last little key to success that I'm going to drop here is just optimize your outflow. You know, whether that be on a daily aspect, on a weekly aspect, or a monthly aspect, optimize on your outflow so that you're putting out so much work and effort towards your goal. But like I was saying, you guys, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Please help grow my channel. I'm trying to make friends with the algorithm, so I'm really trying to get those views up there. I know we're just starting now, but I'm really excited to see where we're gonna be in, let's say, a year from now. It's December 12th, so we're actually gonna check in a year from now. Hey guys, make sure to tune back in for more daily videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see my rice, baby, we the nation. Ha!